And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, this unit very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Smith-Njigba with the ground. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Back to throw again. But Cockrell holds it in left side. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
On first down, back to Harvey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos at 5-1 here. in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ready. Captain, 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 captain.
Nix to the air. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Motion, motion. Move it, move it, move it. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Captain, captain, captain. Oh, my son. Ready. Go, go, go. Olay, olay, olay.
Here's Nix. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Come on, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Can't be lying. Go.
Looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19.
Now back to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Straight ahead, Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Outright to Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18 Rattler.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Bombers. Hey, Ole. Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Devo. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And Walker has it. And it's a little bit over. over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on, come on.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Cowboy 80.
Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 18. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold on a sec. Oh, ready. My name is Hudson. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole. Captain, 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 captain.
To throw, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.
Now it's Nix. And that's incomplete.
Not many Bruins just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Buffalo 18. Back. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Get it. 79 Bronx. Cougar 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but not establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And 6
Captain,
at
captain,
the
captain,
39-yard
captain.
line.
To throw is Nix. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hey,
Got a man, that's the gap. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
The 22-yard line.
Show. Hold on a sec. Bombers. Olay.
Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Bombers. Olay.
They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tucker Kraft with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Captain, 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 captain.
Back to throw. Nix.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And it's taken in by Kraft. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Nix from the shotgun. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
That one complete to again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Captain. Away. Throw.
Nix to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Captain.
Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Tucker Kraft with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. His way forward. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. Buffalo
They'll look to throw. Finding Walker complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
County Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Away, away, away. Oh, captain. Punch square. Joe. Away. Oh.
Now it's Nix. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They decide.
Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. CIP coming
coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouted, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back, they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, bricks. Look you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back, they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? 1 or 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind us and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We didn't have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep it coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below. All I wanna so get out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over a first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Okay, ready? From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Get it. Ready.
Milroe now off the bootleg. A throw on the move is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Milroe on third down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chip Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Oh, my son. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Denver first down.
first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, my son. Ready.
On the give, it's Harvey. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Ball
3.
on the 27. Here's second down and 3.
Captain. Oh, my son. Ready. Chill. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Now Milroe on first down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
Come on.
Shaheed in motion.
70 Rangers.
On second down, Milroe. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. And all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
2nd and 10. They motion a receiver right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. Cut 19.
Shaheed in motion. On first down, it's Milroe. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You got a first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
3rd and long.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Harvey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Kill!
They'll throw. It's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, Milrow, this is a designed run. He'll be close to a first down. A little short, that tackle made at the 42.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
With the jig to left side, he's got it. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd
60
and 3.
Move the 19.
Receiver in motion. Going right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. He's hooked 70, hop 70.
Milrow. That's a knock-off for Walker. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're going on 4th down. Milrow taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigbo. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a big play on 4th and inches. 38 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in. Jake Okonkwo. Touchdown Seahawks. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Captain. Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt. Away.
Back to throw is Nix. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Joe.
2nd down. Nix. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Away. Captain. Away. Kill.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Ready. Bombers. Away. Captain. Punch left. Away.
Nix gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Panthers 60, Panthers 19 Lions.
To the air, it's Milroe. That's complete. It's JSN. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Milroe. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Oh, my son! Go. Ready? My name is...
On first down, here's Nix to throw. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bombers. Captain.
A first down throw for Nix. This one is caught by Reed. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Joe. Hey, push. Olay. Bombers. That's 44.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Seahawks 15-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
chill, chill. Hey, Sean, let's go. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Legette, touchdown Denver. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. Maybe 3 yards. Touchdown, Denver. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
will indeed go for it with Milroe. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
60 vices, 60 vices, 19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion, Okonkwo. Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing. Nix. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Nix. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
RPO, and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On the jump.
3rd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Nick snap on 1st and 10. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Broncos.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's second down and 9.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Get this complete to Horton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Try again. It's second and 10. Now Milrow. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 more yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42.
Regular play action now with Milrow. Now he takes off. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Left side and is caught by Horton.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one downfield for Okonkwo. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit.
Broncos 28. Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Now, a second down throw for Knicks. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 2 yards on the
just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is Joe, Joe, Joe. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Away, away, away. Oh, hold on, son. Captain, 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 captain. Joe, Joe, Joe. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
On 2nd down, it's Knicks. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hold on, son.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he was tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here is 1st and 10. They go with Walker. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll drop to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
The Seahawks, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Seahawks.
To the air, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Come on, come on. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Walker. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 1st down, it's Milrow. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
18, 5 years.
Milrow. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got a man, and that's Horton. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 9.
Milrow gonna throw it again. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On the give, this is Hardy. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. They'll come up now for second down and 4. So this will